No.
Okay, next question. Do you know the difference between average or actual rate of return? That's a very tricky question. And I can bet you, if you show them that part, most of the people you will get an appointment on that one. Do you know the difference between average or actual rate of return? Because see, when we do any investments, whether it's mutual funds, seg funds, banks, everything, do we get every 6 months we get a statement? Yes, no?
Yes.
Right? And how many of you have seen your statement? Raise your hands. When you get a statement from the banks or like seg fund, whatever, how many of you have seen that statement? And how many of you read it? There's a difference. How many of you have seen the statement and how many of you read it? Or just like a bill, it's coming in, so I'll just file it. But how many of you read it? What is happening in that one? That's first part. And if you notice, it's always written, your average return for this period is 5%, 10%, 8%. That's what it is or no? But how many of you know the difference between that? What's average rate of return and actual rate of return? So I will take an example on that one now. Let's say you have $100,000 in your investment account. And you get, after 2 years, you get a statement, your average rate of return for last 2 years is 25%. Understand the question? You have $100,000 sitting in your bank account, investment account, sorry, and you get a statement from that investment company, I don't care which company is, and your average rate of return for last 2 years is 25%. So what's the meaning of this question? First of all, what's the meaning of this question now?
25% per year.
So how much? So it means how much money you will have after 2 years?
It's A 156.
A 156. How many of you agree on that part? It's A. Raise your hands. Only 2 or 3? Huh? So, Dr. Saab, you are right. First year 25% is 125. What's the 25% on 125? 156, 250. Right? Now, Dr. Saab, I'll again take your example. You have $100,000. You made let's say you bought a stock with stock, NVIDIA. First year, you got a return of 100%. Let's say you bought for 50, it became 100. So how much is your money now?
$200,000.
$200,000, right? But what happened? Next year, you lost 50%. How much is the money?
Again, you are on 100%, 100,000.
And what's an average?
So average is 0 now.
No, it's still 25%. Plus 100
okay.
minus 50 is 25.
Oh, right.
Your statement is always right that you are still averaging 25% return per year.
Yeah.
But what happened to your money? Break even only. Yes, Mr. Kalra.
So this is actually 0 and average is 25. That's what you mean.
Yes.
Oh.
Next one. You earned 130. Next year, you lost 80%. What's your money? Still average is 25. But what happened to your money? From 100 to $46,000. Now, the last part, Dr. Kalra, I'll pick you again. How can we get 0 and still average 25%?
How can we get to 0 and still 20?
How can we get 0 and average still 25%? Think it out.
Oh, 0. I don't know.
First year, you got 150% return of your stock. How much money you have now? 250? Right?
Yes.
150% return on your 100,000 is 250. And
Yes.
that company went bankrupt. Or 250 gone?
Mhm.
What's your average still? It's still 25%. So what's the meaning? Follow your cash, not the return. Follow your cash, not the. On all four cases are right. You're still getting 25% return. But what happened to your money? It could be from anywhere from 0 to 156, 250. Or anywhere in between.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Questions. How many do you think if you talk to somebody on this aspect, how many will be shocked to understand that part? What's the difference between average and actual rate of return? Yes, Tobin.
Yeah, Prajji, my question is that considering, let's say, for IA and all, if they say 46%, 56%, or 25% per year, that is still considered as average rate of return, or we are looking at a compound rate of return? We have to always follow the total cash value. Let's say we have an investment in RESP, in IA.
So, Tobin, simple, does not matter whether IA, stock, or anything.
Okay.
Average, just see, meaning is how much money you invested.
Yeah.
Take one amount, $100,000.
Yeah.
After 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, whatever it is, how much money is in your bank account at that moment? The statement, like, look at, if you see on average and actual rate of return.
The total amount minus the principal amount, right? And
Yeah,
that we
so
can determine.
what's your return? What's your average? Because all these four cases, all are right.
Yes.
Because in this case, what did I do? You put it in stock, it went 150% up, you're 250. But the company goes bankrupt. 0. But statement was still, you're averaging 25% for last 2 years. Right or wrong? So that's why we say follow your cash, not the return. Oh, I'm averaging 8%, I'm averaging 6%, I'm averaging 10%. That's great, you're averaging that part. But what happened to your money? Is this getting the same return or not? Make sense or no? Because
Yeah.
people think 28% means A, 156. 100, 125, 25%, 120 is 156, compounding. But B, C, D is also right. Once you have to understand that part. So that's why I say follow your cash, not the return. Yes, Dr. Kalra.
So if what we see on the seg funds like say IA or anything, it says 10-year average, 5-year average. That is the actual one or the average one?
You are saying that you are giving the answer, not me.
It is the average one. No?
You are, because it's always written your average rate of return for last 10 years is this, 2 years is this. So that's why we say follow your cash. How much money you invested, how much money is in your statement now. Just see that way, then you know basically what your actual rate of return is.
But that's what we show to everyone because that this will be your return.
Yeah, I'm just telling you the intricacy
Yes.
behind the scenes also. You have to understand that part.
Yes.
Right? Any questions? It could be anywhere from 0 to 156 end of the day.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that part. Just because don't think like plus. It could plus and minus also. Because if you see the statement for last 10 years, 15 years, you have positive years, you have negative years. Positive years, negative years. Right? I'll give you another example. You want to see a practical example also or no?
Yes.
Okay. But we have to do some math.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Pull out your calculators, please.